welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and we're here to talk about Night of Champions, a show where they tell you every championship is on the line, except for the world titles and the United States Championship and the women's tag team titles. So not every championship is on the line, but we got some championships with matches that don't require any championships. Why do we call this Night of Champions again? Why didn't we just call it Crown Jewel? Or whatever Saudi Arabia show name they would usually put in May. Because they go twice a year. One is Crown Jewel, what's the other one? Whatever. We're not going to complain too much about that because it's irrelevant. You're here to hear me talk about the show. Was the show good? Was it worth your time? Is it one of those shows that you should go out of your way to watch? I apologize if I seem kind of down, low energy. Your boy was
Who's down with Sami versus Roman 2 at SummerSlam?
Look, I'm all for doing a rematch between those two, especially if Sami's the one to end Roman's reign. I'm for it. Maybe Cody isn't the one. Maybe it'll be Sami. I'm cool with it either way. Back to my story. Your boy is at Comic Palooza. As you guys know, I had a media pass to go to Comic Palooza. And the whole plan was to get, even if it was a few minutes, but just to talk to Lita and Mick Foley. They were there. They're going to be there for the entire weekend. They were there today. They're going to be there tomorrow. I signed up for Friday and Saturday. Friday for myself, and then Saturday for work. I brought my equipment, got my cameras, got new mics, got all that. I was ready to interview them. And they told me, as media, I had rights to certain times of the day, going up to them and interviewing them a couple times. I just had to pick them, in between the panel and them doing photo ops and autographs and stuff. I get there, and the first thing I hear is, so you're not allowed to record during the Q&A. And that already ticked me off, because I'm like, that's literally one of the best parts. That's literally one of the best times to record. They didn't tell me why I wasn't allowed to record. They just said, we don't want you guys recording. I'm glad I asked, but that was so weird. I'm like, why? What's the point of a media pass then? What am I allowed to do? And then when we got to, them doing photo ops and me getting the opportunity to ask to interview them, come to find out that their agent basically told us, the media, that, nah, we're not accepting any interviews. He even said, we don't do interviews down here. He said that. No interviews. Even if you have a media pass, no interviews down here. And they got tons of requests. From Comic Palooza to do interviews, and WWE denied all of them. So, kind of feels like I went for no reason, right? Because that's how I feel. But ultimately, I need to be grateful because I still got a chance to speak to Mick Foley and Lita. I got a chance to sit in on their Q&A panel. Mick Foley is so damn funny. He is just a joy to be around. His comedic timing is impeccable. Lita is so fucking nice. Extremely kind. Both of them are just joys to speak to. I didn't even ask for an autograph. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be straight up with you. I didn't ask for an autograph. Or a photo. I went up to both of them and just told them, thank you so much for what you've done. The impact that you have on my life. And that's it. That's all I said. That's it. No autograph, no nothing. I didn't want it. So I left a bit dejected because this is another scenario of me, and I'll be honest with you. It just feels like this is a pattern with me. Every time it feels like things are about to take off, something happens. And so now, as a content creator, it feels like I'm over-promising and under-delivering, and I don't want to do that. I am not that type of dude. I don't want to be that guy. When I tell you I'm bringing in Mick Foley and Lita, I want to fucking do it. I don't want to tell you it's happening, and then it doesn't happen. But that was my fault, because I assumed as media, I'm like, oh, I'm in. I just gotta get the right equipment. No. From now on, I realize you're not in until it happens. Big lesson. Even if it feels like you're there, you're not in until it happens. So that was my big lesson. I apologize if you guys didn't want to hear all that. But I see people in the live chat telling me that it was out of your control. There was nothing you could have done about that. I disagree. There was a lot I could have done about that. I could have contacted the media team beforehand. I could have asked them about it and not wasted my time. I could have done a lot of things. There's plenty of things I could have done. For me to just assume that things were set, that's on me. It's on me. I take responsibility for that. And most importantly, I take responsibility for letting you guys know that I was going to interview them. That was stupid. That was irresponsible. I should not have told anybody anything until the interview was in the balance. But guess what? Now here I am coming up to the channel and telling you guys that I didn't get the interview. And whose fault is that? Mine. So next time, when they do Comic Palooza, if I go back, if they have a wrestler there, I'm not even gonna tell you I'm interviewing him. I'm gonna wait until the interview is in the bag and then tell you it's coming. I learned my lesson. But yeah, you'll have to forgive me if you're wondering why my energy's low. Regardless of what happened in my world, Alyx's world, I thought the show, Night of Champions itself, it was good. It was good. I'm not enthusiastic about it. I'm not saying, damn, that was good. It was more of it was good. You get me? Like, one of those, yeah, that was a good show. I thought the crowd was hot. Saudi Arabia, what is it about these foreign crowds? Once again, we had Puerto Rico being an excellent crowd. Now Saudi Arabia is being an excellent crowd. What are we doing? What is going on with the U.S. crowds, man? The U.S. crowds are garbage. I'm sorry. Compared to the foreign crowds, we are garbage. I don't like Saudi Arabia as a country for many reasons, besides the blood money. But their fans, they love WWE more than the fans do here in the U.S., if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, great crowd. Every match was good, except for one. You know which one it is. I'm just going to say one thing. 69. Pause. You knew what I meant when I said it the first time. Outside of that, I thought it was a good show. The right people went over. Nothing surprised me. The ending I expected to happen, happened. The only thing that caught me off guard, really caught me off guard, was the implosion of the bloodline. And when I say implosion, I did not think they would go all the way with the Usos turning on Roman. Well, okay. Technically not completely turning on him, but one of the Usos turning on Roman. I didn't see it happening this soon. I knew it was going to happen. We all saw it coming. We all knew that, and it's going to happen with Solo as well. Eventually, everybody's going to leave Roman. The Mad King's going to fall, and he's going to be a man on his own island. Everybody is going to leave Roman Reigns. I didn't think that was going to happen until SummerSlam. The Usos broke. Jimmy broke from Roman which in turn you can assume Jay also broke. I think Jay's going to continue to play that. He's going to continue to play the conflicted role, right? And that's the thing about Jimmy. When Jimmy feels you're in the wrong, he doesn't hesitate. He didn't hesitate super kicking Sammy for attacking Roman from behind because he really thought Sammy was in the wrong. He didn't hesitate super kicking Roman because he knew Roman was in the wrong. Jay is more conflicted. I think that's going to be the story going into SummerSlam. I still believe the one that puts the stake in Roman's heart, the one that helps end the reign, it's going to be Jey Uso. It has to be Jey Uso. And I think it happens at SummerSlam. Now, my mind still says Cody Rhodes, but with the way things are looking, they might go back to Sammy at SummerSlam. Because I thought about that for a minute. I'm just like, and this is my opinion, as much as I think Cody is definitely worthy of being a world champion, and I still think ultimately he will be, and he will be the one to end Roman's reign, this feels more and more like Sammy's story. Seriously, like, it feels like Sammy should be the one that ultimately kills the bloodline. Or that is the catalyst to what should end the bloodline. The one that kills the bloodline is Jey Uso. Because it started with him. When Roman became the obsessed, evil tribal chief back during the pandemic in 2020, he started a feud with Jey Uso. So ultimately, it should end with Jey, because it started with Jey. But Sammy's the catalyst. So if they want to give the belts to Sammy, if they want to run it back for Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, I'm not going to say no. Although I do feel like Cody. I still feel like it's going to be Cody, and it should be Cody. Although he lost to Brock. He lost to Brock tonight, and what I thought was a very... Look here. I was under the impression that Cody Rhodes was going to beat Brock with a broken arm any fucking ways. So a lot of the people online who said, this is ridiculous. Him fighting this much against Brock with a titanium arm brace around his broken arm. They were like, oh my God, is Cody going to beat him? Listen, when I was watching the match, I was like, yep, here we go. If Cody had beaten Brock, I would not have been surprised. I would have been like, that feels right. That feels like the superhuman babyface type of character Vince McMahon likes. So for me, Brock beating Cody, I thought that was, honestly, that made me smile. I was like, oh, okay. They did something right. Because that would have been crazy. To have Cody beat Brock with a broken arm. I'm sorry. Nah, Chief. It don't work that way. Now, do I think he's going to win Money in the Bank? Yes. But see, that is a bit more believable. And by the time we get to SummerSlam, the broken arm should be healed. Right? Because it takes, 8 weeks to heal a broken arm? By SummerSlam, he'll be okay. But if the idea is to get him to Money in the Bank while his broken arm heals, yeah, I can see him doing a one-on-one match against somebody. Look, if he almost beat Brock Lesnar with a broken arm, he can beat everyone else. I mean, he beat Seth Rollins, your new World Heavyweight Champion, with a torn pec. So if you guys are worried that Cody might not make it to Money in the Bank because he has a broken arm, you can relax. You're fine. Homeboy can break both of his arms and go in there armless. He'll still win Money in the Bank. So right now, my pick to win Money in the Bank is clearly Cody, and I think that's what they're going to do. But yeah, if the ultimate plan is to do Cody and Roman at SummerSlam, and Cody finally beats Roman, I think we saw the beginnings of that. Tonight, we saw the implosion of the bloodline. It's happening. And it's happening at SummerSlam. Because you don't do what they did with Jimmy Uso this soon if the plan isn't to end this literally, when is SummerSlam? The beginning of August, right? Yeah, so we literally got, what, 2 months? It ain't that far away. It's literally 2 months away. So if they're doing it now, yeah, we're ending this at SummerSlam, which means Cody is going to beat him. Or unless they go with someone else. Maybe not Cody. Maybe they go with Sami Zayn. We'll have to see. Although I still think it's going to be Cody. Some of you are asking, what about Brock? Okay, Brock challenges him for the world title afterwards. And they've set that up very well. Because now Brock and Cody are 1-1. So the third match will be for the championship. And for the record, can we put to rest once and for all that Cody and Brock were supposed to fight for the world titles? Because you do realize, if that were the case, Cody wouldn't be champion right now. If Cody Rhodes had won the belts at WrestleMania 39, he would not be champion right now. So I think long term, people still complain about WrestleMania 39 the ending, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Let them complain about it. But I'm going to stick to my guns and say that was the right call. And when it's all said and done, in the long run, him losing at WrestleMania would have been the best decision. Because now he is fighting. He is facing some adversity, which ultimately is making him more popular. I'm not too sure if this match with Brock really helped, because it was kind of ridiculous that he put up that much of a fight against Brock. But he still lost, so I digress. The match was still good. I just thought it was kind of hilarious that this guy with a broken arm put up that much of a fight. There are people, and I say this with all the most sincerity, I like Cody. I think he's an excellent wrestler, a great person. If I met him in real life, I would probably drink a beer with him. If he drinks beer, he probably does. And, you know, if he ever becomes the face of WWE, which he will one day, I think he would be appropriate. I just think AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, even Roman Reigns, all these people who struggled to beat Brock for years. They struggled to beat Brock, and they didn't have any broken parts. Here comes Cody. He beats Brock at 100%, but then with a broken arm, he almost beats Brock. But all right. That's neither here or there. Let's go ahead and get to this review. We have a lot of people watching me. A ton of people watching me. Jesus Christ almighty. It's over 200 people in here and climbing. Now, it's more than 200 now. All right. Y'all ready to get to this review? Let's not waste any time then. I want to see this exact same crowd tomorrow for my AEW review. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok, where I am the takest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. My America, the remix. T-shirt made by It's Jay Knox and Firestar Heart. All this down below in the description box. I'm not gonna hold ya. Today's sponsor is Audible. You know what Audible is? Let's talk about a free trial, a monthly free trial that I can get ya right now. How, Sway? How's about we listen to the sponsor first? God damn it, you'll know. Sheesh. So how's about we get a quick word, and then we'll get to the shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks. They have over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from, including books written by wrestling legends like Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, Bryan Danielson, Drew McIntyre, and Jim
Ross today. If you visit www.audibletrial.com, just Alyx, you can get one free audiobook of your choosing. Audible is the best place for audiobooks, and I cannot recommend it enough. In my time, I've listened to Chris Jericho's The Best in the World and Bryan Danielson's Yes books, both narrated by them personally. And here's the best part. Even if your membership wears out or you just aren't satisfied with the product, you can cancel your free trial at any time, and your audiobooks are yours to keep. So again, go to audibletrial.com, just Alyx, and begin your journey today.
Thank you all so much. Again, over 200 people and climbing. Especially this late in the day, because some of y'all should be out at clubs and bars and stuff, which is where I'm going to be in an hour or so, that's for sure. Got a lot of people coming in, got some super chats ready to go. So before I get to any of that, please show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shoutouts, 7 Firestar Heart, Alyx Demi. And then we got Big MGM, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, and Khalil does everything. Everything! Oh yeah. They help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am currently looking at 95 likes with over 200 people. Come on, y'all, hit that like button. Seriously. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. Hey, if you hit the like button, we might get more people. I would like to see over 300. Not 300, but 300 people in this thing. So, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button and help boost that algorithm.
Cheer up, Alyx. Natty got squashed on her B-Day.
I know. Like, that was a call that even made me go, what? What was the point? And I'll talk about that in a second, because there's a certain way you have to book certain people. That's not okay.
My pick to win Money in the Bank is LA Knight.
Wouldn't that be cool? Excuse me. Wouldn't that be a mega surprise? Because everyone knows that the real mega star that should be Mr. Money in the Bank. Everyone say his name with me. LA Knight. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice?
We can dance if you want. Get it crackin' if you like. Must be a full moon. Feels like one of those nights.
So Sammy destroy the bloodline and Cody gets the prize. Not right.
It ain't right, but that's what's getting ready to happen. Again, it's Sammy's story. But unfortunately, he ain't the chosen one. Can't hate on that. That's just the business. That's just how things are. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Please show everybody some love. And I think, hey, if you got more super chats, keep sending them. You know, I don't plan on stopping this thing. Y'all can have the floor all you want. But let's go ahead and get to the shoutouts. Thank you to the following people for being here. The Bulldog Show, Tallest Youngest, D Extreme, Tate, 824, The Game, 35. The Game says, I gave this show a solid B. So we agree. It was a good show. Overall, it was a good show. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Can't hate on it. Chris Freedom of God. Interesting name.
I'm still upset that Asuka didn't win that championship at WrestleMania, but hey, at least she ended Bianca Belair's boring reign.
I have a lot to say about that. Don't worry. Trust me, we're going to address that, because I agree with you, but to an extent. Because I do have to question, like, what was the point of her? You could have just had her turn heel at WrestleMania and, okay, we'll get to it. I have a lot to say. But I do understand to a certain extent why they did what they did. But here we go. Or we'll just get more super chats. Hey, y'all have the floor. I'm not gonna stop y'all.
making more and more sense to have Sammy beat Roman.
Look here, I've been trying to tell y'all Sammy was the one, but everyone wants adrenaline in my soul, something. All right, back here we got Zero the Hero, Thomas Abel, Valhalla Erickson, Debit Adams. We got, let's go down a little bit. Hades, good to have you, Hades. Midnight Joker, Paid Enthusiast. Christopher Carter, JoJo. Anthony is Methodical. JJ, who let the dogs out? Who. Bulldog in his house. FemFembot, the guy that made that awesome animated intro that you watched before watching me here. This guy is amazing. Please follow him. He thought the show was pretty good, and we agree. The Black Nostalgia Nerd, haven't seen him in forever. Honestly, I'm glad the US title wasn't on there. Theory is boring. Theory hasn't been the same since that John Cena promo. He hasn't been the same since John Cena openly buried him and massacred him in front of the world. Alright, Mr. Robert Brown. The reason. People are asking me, who's the agent? Well, it was Mick Foley and Lita's agent for that event. What can you do? Stanley Kropinski, did I say it right? Stanley Kropinski? Fab 76. Let's do three more. Alright, the last three are going to Fried Melon, Adam Ritter, and oh, wait a minute! Hold up, wait a minute! Hey, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by two special guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am talking about the best.
Asuka winning legit made me pop.
I think it made a lot of people pop. It made me pop, that's for sure. But what was I saying? Alright, these two people are, in my opinion, the best reaction channel for professional wrestling here on YouTube. Everybody, put your hands together and show your love for A and B Combos Wrestling Edition. Put them up. Good to have you here, A and B. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be on your stream. They're going to have a stream tomorrow, too, live reacting to AEW. That's right. They decided to choose the better show. I'm converting them, y'all. Converting them. I hope you guys enjoyed Dynamite, because I heard you guys were there. You got to talk to a lot of people, including Tony Khan. So congrats on that. All right. That's enough for the shout-outs. Let's pause these super chats and get right to the review. Night of Champions was live in sweet Saudi Arabia. And as always, anytime you go to Saudi Arabia, the crowds are always hot because they don't get pay-per-views a lot. So when they get them, they appreciate them and they're all into it. And that's the thing about these foreign shows. Even if it's in a country that I hate, you are guaranteed a hot crowd because it's the first time there. So they're pumped, they're excited, they're ready. They're not trying to screw around. They don't underappreciate. They appreciate what they're getting. So that's an upside for Saudi Arabia. The downside is everything else. But yeah, I thought the crowd was hot. It was very, very nice seeing them pop for Asuka, seeing them pop for Mustafa Ali. We'll talk about him too. Jesus Christ. Cody was a very nice surprise. I am floored by how over Cody is getting since he lost at WrestleMania. And again, I keep bringing that up because sometimes you just need that little hint of adversity to get people to root for you. And I still think it was the right call, and I'll be here all day defending it. But man, the pop of the night went to Sami Zayn. And you have no idea how important that is to me and to him. Because before all this, he's a Syrian, by the way. And Syrians were banned. Banned from Saudi Arabia. Like, if he showed up, he would probably be dead, kind of banned.
Until recently, where they made some treaty with Syria, and so now he's able to visit. And ever since he's been there, he's done nothing but show love and kindness to everybody in Saudi Arabia. He wear the whatever getup that he was wearing, that little I don't know if it was a robe. It was like a white cloth robe. Whatever you call that. Clearly that was something in Saudi Arabia that people wear all the time. I'm pretty sure he got a massive pop for it. And he is so respectful. He's so kind. I'm pretty sure he got a massive pop. I know I'm very sure. I know he got a pop for it because I watched it. But like, this guy is such a great human being, and he's such a natural babyface. It's so good to see. That really did something for me. Knowing that man couldn't go there for decades, he couldn't go there. Now all of a sudden, he's able to go there, and that's what he does. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff, man. Congrats. But ultimately, when it comes to the matches, maybe two legit popped me. The rest of them went exactly as I thought they would go. Not saying that's bad. I'm not saying predictability is bad in wrestling. Please, look, predictability can work. It can work. But for me personally, I didn't come out of this show thinking like, oh, wow, this is groundbreaking. I went, yeah, that went exactly as I thought it would go. And the delivery of it was good, ultimately. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to the show. Starting off with the opening match. And you know what? I could rip WWE a new one for this one. Because I told you in the preview and predictions, don't be surprised if they opened with the World Heavyweight Championship. And a lot of people said that's not happening. They're going to close with it. I said, all right. And then word came out from PW Insider that the match to open the show was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, they did note Seth Rollins had to fly back to the USA to finish filming for Captain America. Again, he's a Hollywood star now. So, can't hate on that. But I still had a feeling. When they announced Roman and Solo versus Sammy and Kevin for those tag team titles, I said, watch that be the main event. And guess what the main event was? Yeah. It was either going to be for the tag team titles or for the world titles. Roman does not open the show. Except against Goldberg, apparently. But regardless of all that, yeah, when Seth, I don't know why I said Sammy. Maybe I want Sammy to be world champion. When Seth and AJ opened the show, it was one of those things where I went, yep. Consolation prize. So let's get right to it. Your opening match was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the consolation prize, the secondary belt, the belt that really doesn't matter, but it's the only belt that they got until Roman drops the real belts, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. A belt that had weeks, almost a month of build with tournament matches. So it makes all the sense in the world for it to open the show. Sarcasm. It doesn't make any sense, but this is WWE and nothing makes sense. Sorry. Get used to it now. Nothing is going to make sense. The match itself. Seth and AJ have great chemistry. I've watched numerous matches that they've had. The one in 2019 for Money in the Bank. Oh. Mwah! Oh, that match was good. I said it was one of the best matches to ever happen at a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I gave it an A+. I said it was a classic. That's their best matches they've had, period. Go back and watch it. Tell me I'm lying. So, I wasn't expecting any match to be better than that, but I was expecting this to be completely a complete badass match of the night, match of the year, kind of blow my socks off match. Did I get that? It was good. Like the show. Like, this match personifies how I felt about the show. It was good. It was good. That's it. It was good. They went out there. They had good back and forth. Lots of crazy action. Nice counters. AJ hit his moves. Seth hit his moves. There were a couple of spots in there that they botched, I believe. It didn't come across very clean, which, you know, for AJ and Seth, you go, ooh, what's going on there? That's not something you guys should be doing. You're supposed to be you're literally are two of the best wrestlers in WWE right now. You shouldn't be doing that. But it happens with everybody. And there's probably multiple reasons why they just didn't click as well as they've done in the past. Jet lag, Seth being extremely busy, whatever the hell. And AJ just being old. AJ's about to be 50 now, y'all. So, like, 2019 was 5 years ago. 4 years ago. Why does it feel 5 years ago? That thing was 4 years ago, y'all. Yeah, I did it right the first time. 4 years ago. I don't know. It's just like, well, second time, 4 years ago. Yeah, man, this is one of those things where it's like, it wasn't bad, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was amazing. But luckily enough, the right person won, and that was Seth Rollins. I still don't think AJ Styles should have been in this match. It should have always been a Raw guy. Even on commentary, when Michael Cole and Corey Graves were talking about the World Heavyweight Championship being a Raw exclusive belt, they both mentioned, does that mean Raw is getting AJ Styles? And Michael Cole went, you should be. I love that. Michael Cole's like, yeah, I mean, you should be, right? Right? Because neither one of them know. And it didn't matter because Seth was going to win anyways. That was the plan from the get-go. The plan was always for Seth to win this belt. So ultimately, we didn't really need to involve SmackDown. Because I was thinking about that too. I'm like, if you're going to go that far to involve a SmackDown guy, I would think the only reason you're doing that is to bring a SmackDown guy to Raw. Otherwise, what's the point? There is no point. They just did it because. It made no goddamn sense. Again, nothing makes sense. But at the end of the day, the right person won. So, congratulations to your new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. And yes, this lineage of the World Heavyweight Championship does include all the other World Heavyweight Champions. So, the last person to hold the World Heavyweight Championship, I believe, was, let me see. So, Edge had it. And then, was it Triple H? I'm trying to think. Who was the last person to hold that World Heavyweight Championship? Because I know Daniel Bryan had it for a little bit. And then he lost it to Sheamus. And then you get Dolph Ziggler. Y'all tell me. I forgot. I forgot who the last World Heavyweight Champion was. But regardless, you guys let me know. Whoever was the last World Heavyweight Champion, that's where we're picking up now. So, give me your thoughts. How y'all feel about Nathaniel Rollins being your World Heavyweight Champion? People are telling me it was Randy Orton. Randy Orton. Thank you. It was Randy Orton. All right, there you go, the Viper. Moving on. Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch had a one-on-one match on the show. A lot sooner than I thought they would, but seeing what they did, I'm glad they had the match. Because at first I was like, we can really stretch this out to SummerSlam. They don't really have to touch. But if we're going to do like a legit rivalry, like a legit feud, the way they set it up with this match, I thought was really, really good. First off, the match itself, I don't know about y'all, but I thought they worked very well with each other. The chemistry they have as in-ring opponents is great. Their chemistry in terms of promos, that needs some work. But I think inside the ring,
when it comes to making matches. Oh, this was very fun. Oh, they could have gone forever. Trish was selling her ass off for Becky, and Becky was selling her ass off for Trish. This was a great match inside the ring, and I love that we're involving Zoe Stark. Freaking Zoe Stark came out from under the ring, and you know what's funny? I think throughout the night I was, checking Twitter, and people were showing me that that under the ring there was a monitor. There was a monitor under the ring, so someone was coming out from under the ring. We just didn't know who. But the fact that it was Zoe Stark, oh, dude, that's cool. So Zoe Stark hits her finisher, whatever it's called. That really awesome backflip GTS. I don't even know what you call it, but it's so damn cool. She flips them backwards and hits him with a GTS. And then throws Becky inside the ring. And then Trish hits her with the Stratusfaction. And Stratusfaction gets the victory. So we're doing a pairing with Zoe Stark and Trish Stratus, where Zoe is the muscle. That's great. I think that's fucking badass, by the way. I love the fact that Zoe Stark is getting a lot of TV time and getting a rub now from Trish Stratus. Hell yeah. And now she's Trish's muscle? Hell yeah. Then that's good. That's a good idea, actually. What a way to put her over, too, because I've always thought Zoe Stark was a badass. And now we're getting some legs under this feud. So I'm assuming maybe at Money in the Bank, we're going to do Trish and Zoe Stark versus Becky and Lita. And then Lita turns on Becky, and then it's Lita, Zoe, and Trish against Becky going into SummerSlam. Oh, I love it. Just spitballing, by the way. And I'm still upset I didn't get a chance to interview Lita. I'm stuck under my crawl. People are calling it the Z360. The Z360. I like that. Guys, we're closing in on 300 viewers. Please hit the like button. If you just got here and you're helping me climb, please do me a solid favor and hit that like button. Because that's really going to help me out. Okay. Well, the internet just crapped out. But I think we're good. Are we good? We good. Alright. Moving on. Here we go. Mustafa Ali versus Gunther. Gunther. For the IC Championship. When they first announced this match, I was like, this better be 3 minutes so we can move on. Because they ain't doing nothing with Ali. Homeboy got embarrassed by Brock on Raw. They looked at Mustafa and said, you were a joke. You want to cut a promo on Raw? Brock walked right by him and said, get a life, kid. You know that came straight from Vince, right? And so what ended up happening was Mustafa Ali went on Twitter and cut one of his best promos. Easily one of the best babyface promos I've seen him do. Perhaps the entire year, but that man used his social media to get himself over. And then he showed up at the press conference last night, and he ended up getting a very strong babyface reaction. Because, this is his home. I don't think this is his home country. I think Pakistan, because he's Pakistan, right? I'm not too sure. Indian, Native American, he's that type of heritage. But relatively, this is where he's from. These are his people. And he got a massive platform. And he cut a babyface promo. So, ultimately, this is what I'm saying. WWE has no idea what they're doing, Mustafa Ali. They never did. They have someone who could potentially, and I genuinely mean this, and I'm not just saying this because, you're just trying to be controversial or you're being anti-WWE. No, I've been saying this since he was in 205. Yes, 205 Live. Mustafa Ali could be a main event player. I don't say that a lot. You don't hear me say that a lot about everybody I like. Not everybody's meant to be a main event player. Mustafa Ali is meant to be a main event player. In this match against Gunther, when he had those hope spots, bruh. When Mustafa Ali had that crowd, by the way, I like that he came out with the, what do you call those things? Those hats? The same type of thing, like hijabs or something like that. I don't even want to say it wrong, but the same thing that Sabu wore. You know. But, when he came out and he got those hope spots, that crowd was going nuts for Mustafa. No one thought he was going to win, but it was cool to see how invested that crowd was into him. And then after his hope spots, Gunther just beat him. And here's the sad part. As great as that performance was, because it was a great performance by Mustafa Ali, I'm not going to lose sleep if he goes back to being a heel. Because of course he is. It doesn't make sense to have this performance and then go back to being a heel. Which is why it's going to happen, because it doesn't make sense. Of course he's going to go back to being a heel. Why not capitalize on this and have him do a strong babyface run, chasing after Gunther for the IC title? Why not? I mean, Sheamus is on freaking SmackDown now. Although, I'm pretty sure everyone wanted to see Sheamus end Gunther's title reign. That was the whole story, and I even said that the one who should end his reign is Sheamus. But if it's not going to be Sheamus, you want to tell the story where Mustafa Ali tries and tries and tries and tries and then finally conquers Gunther? Man, that'd be a great story. What a way to get him over. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Don't get your hopes up. But I will say, in terms of a performance, like in a vacuum, I thought Mustafa Ali shined very much so in this match. It's just not going to go anywhere, so I don't care. If it does go somewhere, I'll be very happy, but I don't see it going anywhere. Asuka versus the Raw Women's Champion who wrestles on SmackDown, Bianca Belair. I don't give a damn if you're sick of me saying it. That makes no goddamn sense. It doesn't make any sense for the Raw Women's Champion to be on SmackDown and the SmackDown Champ to be on Raw. Change it. Change the name of the belts. If you are so devoid of creativity and you are this disorganized, fine. Swap the goddamn belts. Just swap them. It will be stupid, but that's all you got. Just swap the goddamn. That's where I am now, y'all. It's like they would rather this shit not make sense than just, like, they have no other way of getting those belts to the other brand except just swapping it. It's so bad. It's bad. I'm sorry. It's booty. But fine. Like, this is killing me. Like, to see the SmackDown Championship on Raw and then just pretending that it's not a big deal. That is killing me. I every time I see the belts not where they're supposed to be, it fucks with me. And I'm just begging them, can you please just change the name of the belts? That's it. Just change the name of the belts. Get new championships. Whatever. Right? Anyways. We get to the match. So, the match itself was actually good. They had a better match. For me, personally, they had a better match at WrestleMania. But this was a really, really good match. And it came down to Asuka using the mist. So, I'm not going to lie. I love the finish of this match. I thought the finish was extremely creative. And it brought a new wrinkle to the Poison Mist. So, Asuka misses the mist. She missed the mist. Say that 5 times fast. She missed the mist. And Bianca starts beating her up. And so, when Asuka, is out of the side of the referee, she goes to the outside and then she misses her hand. Like, she coats her hand in poison mist. So then when Bianca picks her up, she rakes Bianca's eyes with the poison hand. And I'm like, that's smart as hell. And then she hits her with the buzzsaw kicks, Tajiri style. And then she pins Bianca 1, 2, 3. Look here. I popped when Asuka pinned her. I was like, what? Like the crowd popping when Bianca lost, that was what I did. I was like, huh? Bam, 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 bam. Huh? I was like, whoa, that was crazy. So I'll give the match that. It legit shocked me. I did not see Asuka winning the belt. I did not see Bianca dropping that belt anytime soon. But she did. And I have a big smile on my face. Until I have an issue with what they just did. So, here's my biggest issue. Why couldn't we have done this at WrestleMania? See, people take issue with Cody Rhodes not winning. I think when it's all said and done, that was the right call. I think what I think is even more egregious is having Asuka lose. You could have done this exact same finish at WrestleMania, and everyone would have bought it. Sorry if the internet's going crazy right now. I will wait till the internet fixes itself. Wait, fix it. Are you fixed? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Sorry, internet just kind of... Uh-oh. Are we good? Are you good? Internet was wonky there for a minute. We're good. Okay. Let's get back to this. But yeah, like, what was more egregious to me was that you had Asuka go on that strong run, have her win the Chamber, debut a new gimmick, and then she just loses clean to Bianca. I thought that was stupid. That was just a dumb call. When they could have just done exactly what they did here and turned her heel in the match. And you would have protected Bianca. And you would have given Asuka and kept her strong and kept her running. Right? Now, ultimately, even if they would have put the belt on Asuka, we would still be in the situation because she got drafted to SmackDown as Raw Women's Champion. Stupid as hell. Because it is stupid. But I feel like that ending, the ending we got tonight, if you add that ending to the match at WrestleMania, that WrestleMania match would have been one of the best matches of the entire weekend. Like, take the WrestleMania match and add this ending to it. Man. But, okay, sure. They rectified it, I guess. They rectified the pointless loss to Asuka at WrestleMania by having her win here. And people are going to say, well, she had to turn heel first. Did she really? She could have turned heel during the match and we would have bought it. I would have bought it. I don't know about y'all. But, yeah, man, I was just very annoyed that, oh, okay, we'll put the belt on her here in Saudi Arabia. Not saying they can't give anyone the title in Saudi Arabia. I just feel like, oh, now you give her the belt. You know, when you could have done it on the grandest stage of them all. But all right. I digress. Congratulations to your new Raw Women's Champion, Asuka, on SmackDown. And now we move on to the SmackDown Women's Championship between Rhea Ripley and Natalya, who's on Raw. Are you getting annoyed yet? Now you know how I feel. Let's get to it. Mother faker. God damn it. Rhea Ripley versus Natalya. No one thought Natalya was winning this match. No one knew. Everyone knew that she didn't stand a chance in hell at beating Rhea. That ain't the problem. That's not the problem I have with this. Here's my problem with this entire feud. You built this entire feud between Natalya and Rhea Ripley, telling the world that Natalya does not stand a chance. She does not stand a chance. She is out of her league. Right? You don't give her any matches. You have her cut a promo. Well, she cut the promo on social media, but she cuts a promo saying, well, maybe you won't. Maybe I don't stand a chance against you, Rhea. But by Saturday, come Saturday, you will respect me. That was the promo. It wasn't about beating Rhea. It was about letting her know, look, I am a legit competitor and I am a threat to your championship.
That was the story of the match. No one thought Natalya was going to win. I was at least thinking that she would put up a fight and then she would just lose. Zelina Vega put up a better fight than Natalya. And Natalya is a former women's champion. This isn't just some jobber. She's not James Ellsworth. Natalya is a former SmackDown and Raw women's champion. And also tag team champ. She has literally won all the belts. This is someone that came from a lineage, a heritage, a family. The Hart Foundation came from Stu Hart's dungeon. But for some damn reason, they got no respect for her, dude. So of course, on her birthday, Rhea Ripley beats Natalya in 69 seconds. Yes, shut up. I know. The references is not lost on me. Okay, I got it. Pause. I'm sorry. That is extremely disrespectful. I'm not telling you that Natalya should be the face of the women's division. I'm not even telling you she should be women's champion. I don't give a fuck about all that when it comes to her. I'm saying treat her with respect. Give her her flowers. That's what I'm saying. What they've done with Natalya is unforgivable. I'm sorry, that is some bullshit. It is. It is. I'm sorry. I did not like this whatsoever. Why do you keep her around? Like, legitimately. Why do you keep Natalya around? This didn't make Rhea Ripley seem stronger. None of this got Rhea Ripley more over. Zelina got Rhea Ripley more over because they did that story better with her, especially in Puerto Rico. No one thought Natalya was winning here, and they didn't give her a lick of a chance to seem credible. So when Rhea beat her, that's like me getting into a fight with a mouse. It's a mouse. Mouses are small. Mouses are weak and they're weak. They're slow. Some of them are pretty slow. Depends on what kind of mouse it is. If I got into a fight with a mouse and I beat the mouse up, would you be surprised? Like, here's the thing. If I lost to the mouse, you'd be like, Alex, what the fuck's wrong with you? You know what I mean? So we put Natalya in a situation where they basically told you, like, y'all, she sucks. She's awful. She's garbage. She's nothing. She ain't worth your time. She's a nobody. She's worthless. She is never going to be anybody. She should quit and go away. Right? She is the dirt beneath the dirt. And then she goes in there and loses in 69 seconds. So guess what? You just validated her. That is what you call a burial. I see people on social media saying, "Oh well, it's Natalya. She sucks anyways." Like that. Y'all completely missed the point. Y'all missed the point. You saying she sucks because that's how she's booked. I'm over it, man. Like, seriously, I know that there are gonna be some cuts coming by July 1st, around July 1st. If they release Natalya, honestly, it would probably be the best for her because she keeps being treated like garbage. She keeps being treated like garbage. And I'm beyond sick of it. For real talk, I'm sick of it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them treating her like garbage. So yeah, Natalya lost in 69 seconds to Rhea Ripley. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I said in my predictions that they were gonna Super Cody, bum rush him over Brock Lesnar. I said it. I was like, more than likely what's gonna happen is that he was gonna find a way to sneak out another victory over Brock. And
do what Seth Rollins did to Brock at SummerSlam 2019, where Brock beat the piss out of Seth Rollins for weeks, and then Brock lost to Seth clean, even though he had a broken leg. So I was expecting that. And if we had gotten that, I would not have been mad. I would have just been like, yep, that makes sense. And for a while there, the way the match was going, Cody was putting up a fight. He gave Brock a hard time. Gave him a hard time, daddy. Gave him a hard time, man. And Cody hit, what, 3? 3 crossroads? Cody cutter. A disaster kick. He did a dive to the outside. He did all of this with a broken arm. And I said, okay. All right, his arm is broken. Look here. He's fine. Matter of fact, the way they ended the match, that pretty much assured me that he was winning Money in the Bank. Because he didn't tap out. If he had tapped out, that would have been different. If he had submitted to Brock Lesnar, then that's where I go, all right, maybe Cody's not the guy to beat Roman. But no, he didn't. He didn't do that. He passed out to a Kimura lock. Take it. Just go with it. Some of you just went, huh? You can pass out to a Kimura lock? Just go with it. All right. He passed out from the excruciating pain. You know, like a guillotine makes sense. Like Roman Reigns hooking in the guillotine because that shuts off the circulation to your brain, so you shut down. Your body shuts down, right? Same thing with a sharpshooter. Like if you have a sharpshooter, that literally cuts off the circulation to your that stops the blood from going to your head. So yeah, you pass out, especially the low back pain. Yeah, you pass out from that. But a Kimura lock? You pass out from a Kimura lock? Okay, sure. All right, I'm nitpicky, but whatever. He passed out, and Brock beat him. I was like, okay. And the way they beat him, hey, in a way, Brock, put it to you this way. I believe in most cases that if you pass out to a move and you never tapped out, you won by technicality. You know what I mean? You won by KO. You didn't make someone submit. And I think ultimately that's what they're going to tell the story with. They're going to tell the story that Cody didn't tap out to Brock. He passed out. So that makes him a bigger man than Brock. And eventually we'll get back to Brock and Cody. Eventually. We will revisit this. I don't know when exactly, but it's going to happen. We will revisit this. I would do it after Cody wins the belts. Then that can be his first title feud. Because that would make sense, because they're 1-1, right? Cody beat him at Backlash. Brock beat him here at Saudi Arabia. Okay. So when Cody beats Roman Reigns, his first opponent is Brock Lesnar. And we do that at Survivor Series. Or matter of fact, Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules. Right? So that's what I think is going to happen. But anyways, I got nothing else to really say about it. It went exactly as I would expect it to go. Because, yeah, like, you have a broken arm, you shouldn't be winning a match. I was just like, I was thinking they were going to go with the Vince McMahon booking where, oh, it will shock the world if he wins, like the John Cena kind of thing. Like, John Cena wouldn't have beaten him with a broken arm then. But, yeah, I can imagine John Cena beating people with a broken arm. That's all I'm going to say. Finally, the main event, because it's got to be the main event. Of course it's the main event. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles. Because why not have your tribal chief defend his world titles on a show called Night of Champions? Nope. Here we go. The match itself. Match was good. Again, it was one of those things like Seth and AJ. You watch it and you go, it was good. It was good. The best part of the match was the ending. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all want to hear my thoughts on the ending. So the referee takes a bump, because why not? Referee's down, and the Usos come out. The Usos start attacking Kevin Owens and bury him under a table. Then, I believe at that point, they get inside the ring. They super kick Sammy. Boom, one by one. And then they're gonna double super. They go to double kick super. They go to double kicks. Why am I calling it a double kick? They go to double super kick. There it is. Double super kick Sami Zayn. Sammy is in front of Solo. Solo doesn't know what's going on. He just stood back up. Sammy ducks the double super kick, and then, oops, the Usos hit Solo. Solo goes down. Roman sees this, and he is pissed. He gets inside the ring, and he's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So what are you doing? Fort my plans? Are ya? If you got that reference, we can be friends. Anyways. I love that. So what are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? What am I doing? Fort my plans? Forting your plans? Are ya? Yes. I'm gonna fucking kill you! Anyways. DBZA. Roman Reigns is in their faces. He starts pushing their face, shoving them, pushing them. And, of course, Jay is taking it. He is taking it. Because he's used to being abused. Jimmy gets shoved one time. Roman turns around. Boom! Boom! Super kick to the face by Jimmy. That crowd lost their shit. It wasn't as big as when Sammy turned on Roman, though. But that was still a big, big moment when Jimmy turned on Roman. Super kick to the face, knocked down Roman. And Jimmy is yelling at Roman. And Jay's like, what are you doing, bruh? What are you doing? Now, Jimmy being the one who's more confident, who's more secure in himself, he lets Jay know, look, I'm doing something that you wouldn't do. This guy is no good to us. He's no good. We on our own now. And then he super kicks Roman again. Then they go outside, they leave. So now it's Solo. He's the legal man. He's by himself. Sammy, Kevin Owens come in to hit their finishers, the haluva kick. Sammy pins Solo. 1, 2, 3. Sammy and Kevin Owens retain the championship, and Roman is on the brink of insanity. He's about to lose. He's like, I lost? I'm the tribal chief. I lost? And then Sammy holds up the belts to his face. You can't have them. And Roman's just backing up. And I'm sitting here going, y'all, like, that feels like the match to do at SummerSlam. And I'm serious when I say this. Watching Sammy hold those belts to Roman and go, you can't have them. Yo, that feels like that's what they should be going for. Sammy and Roman. I still feel like that should be the match we go for. It won't be. It'll be Cody. But, damn. Like, that just felt so right for Sammy to tell Roman, it's not yours. It's ours. And then Roman just being in denial. And he gets to... I love that when he got to Paul Heyman, he quickly put his hands on the belts. He's just like, I got you. I still got you. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. You know what I mean? And then he walks away. And that's how we end the show. And I thought that was so good. I loved everything about that ending. From the Usos imploding with the bloodline. Jimmy being the one to pull the trigger, which makes all the sense because he didn't hesitate super kicking Sammy. He did not hesitate super kicking Sammy. At all. That was great. So... He should not hesitate super kicking Roman. He's the moral compass of the group. And Jay is more of the conflicted type. He's more of the gray area man. But I think Jay will fully turn at SummerSlam. And that will be when Roman loses the titles. Oh man, I can't wait. This story is so good. It's one of the best storylines they got. And I'll keep saying it. The fact that they did it this early, the fact that the Usos are now splitting from the bloodline, technically they are because Jimmy is no longer in the group. Jay might still be there, but the fact that the Usos are now at war with Roman and Solo, you already know that it has to be indication that this group is ending. The bloodline is about to come to an end. Because you got 2 more to go now. You got Jay turning on you, and then you got Solo walking away. When Solo looks at Roman and walks away, that's it. That's it. It happens at SummerSlam. I'm calling it now. I still believe that the end of the reign, the end of the era, it comes this year at SummerSlam. This is great. This is the type of stuff that makes me proud to be a wrestling fan. But man, that was such a great ending. What an awesome ending to a pretty good pay-per-view. It was good. It was good. That's basically how I feel about it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just good. I watched it. I was entertained. And that was it. So, in terms of Saudi Arabia shows, is this the best one? By default? Probably. Probably. Like, out of all the Saudi Arabia shows, this one might be the one where I'm like, all right, by default, it might be the best one. By default. I could be wrong, but we'll see. But what do y'all think? How y'all feel about Night of Champions? Do you think this is the best Saudi Arabia show they've done so far? But if you don't, let me know down below. All right. Live chat, you have the floor. I'm very curious to know what y'all have to say about this. We have some super chats just waiting in the wings, so let's play them. And we got people subscribing too. I still do have a super chat. I still do have a live chat, excuse me. I don't know why it's not appearing right here. Maybe if I, super chat plays.
Ain't nobody loves me better than you.
Y'all have no idea how loud I screamed. Asuka returning as Kana made me pop, but her winning the title made me lose my voice.
Man, that was such an awesome thing to say. I'm not gonna lie, even I was taking it back where I was like, yes! That's your title, Asuka. It ain't Bianca's no more. It's your title, Asuka. I was happy. I don't know about y'all, but I was super happy. That's for sure.
My MITB pick, the best in the world, Logan Paul.
Fuck you. Nah, don't do that to me, bro. Not Logan Paul. That boy called him the best in the world. He pulled the Shane McMahon. At least Shane McMahon has credibility. This man over here picking Logan Paul. Boy, don't get kicked out. Moderators, check him before he wrecks him. Check him before he wrecks him. Check him before he wrecks him. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, y'all. What y'all think? What was your favorite match? Let me scroll through these live chat comments to see what y'all talking about. Who remembers that 2019 was supposed to be Mustafa Ali's year until he got injured, and then he got passed on to Kofi? Yeah, Kofi Mania came as a result of Mustafa Ali getting hurt, so I don't regret him getting hurt. Sorry, but he is a main event player. If reports of Gunther versus Cody at WrestleMania 40 are true, I'd like to see Gunther hold up both the World and IC titles, then relinquish the IC title afterwards. He'll probably lose the IC title to somebody first before he fights Cody. I do think he should fight Cody for the world titles. At WrestleMania? No. At the Royal Rumble? Sure. But not WrestleMania. Jimmy always at first seemed like the one who liked Sammy the most when he was in the bloodline, so I kinda see why he turned on Roman. Roman wanted all the attention for himself and Jimmy got mad. No, Roman was an abusive piece of garbage. He pushed him over and treated him like garbage. That's why he got mad. Let me see here. Carlos Morenzo, 69-second squash match. 69 me, Don. Oh, Lord. The 69 me. Here we go. Here we go. The 69 chance. Zelina Vega bought the fight. She brought the fight with her cute, petite, curvaceous fit self. Yes, she is very curvaceous. That's for sure. Someone's telling me Natalya only won the SmackDown Women's title. For real? I'm pretty sure Natty won both belts. Let me Wikipedia it. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I'm almost certain Natalya won both belts. Let me see. I'm on Wikipedia. Natalya is a WWE Divas Champion, SmackDown Champion. Oh, okay, never mind. Wait a minute. Who am I thinking of then? Was I thinking of Bayley by accident? Okay, pause. So, Alexa Bliss has won both belts. Bayley has won both belts. Charlotte has won both belts. Sasha has won both belts.
Did hear? See what happened at Impact's Under Siege?
No, I have not. I have not kept up with TNA, so you'll have to tell me. I don't know. I got her mixed up in one of those. Because I know Sasha has won both belts. Bayley has won both belts. Becky has won both belts. And Charlotte has won both belts. So there's a lot of women who's won both belts, but whatever. Alright, let's continue. Sorry about that. I don't know why I got that mixed up. Natty needs to go wrestle somewhere else. I agree, Monaco. Monaco42 says Natalya should go wrestle somewhere else. And I agree. The WWE has never valued Natalya. She should just hang it up. Or just go somewhere else where she is valued. That's all I'm going to say. The Tribal Chief, Kevin and Sami really did it. They caused the Bloodline to fall apart after they beat the Usos for the tag team titles. Not to mention they also beat the Solo and Roman tonight. Beat Solo and Roman tonight. Yeah, man. That's a big win for them. Huge win. A Breezy. What about Crown Jewel? What was Crown Jewel 2021? What was on that show? Wait, was that the one with Seth and Edge? I haven't watched that show yet. Not WWE related, but did you see that Eddie Kingston's graphic on the AEW game? I have not seen it. Is it good? Are you saying Roman's title reign comes to an end? But by who? Cody. Cody will end the reign. Someone just asked, was the Super Chat Championship redesigned? Yes, it was. Appropriate.
I think AEW and Impact will win this weekend of PPVs.
Oh, you're saying Under Siege was a great show. Okay. But yeah, the new Super Chat Championship right there, which is being defended tomorrow. During AEW show, you have to out-donate the champ if you want it. But yeah, that was designed by Firestar Hart because Firestar Hart is the shiznit. Sir, you are the shiznit. The shiz of the knit. What happened to the green screen? The green screen issue is it's being looked into right now. I am looking for a way to have this green screen up and it fit in this room. The problem here is that this room isn't suited for the green screen. So I'm trying to get a different setup to make that work. So please be patient with me about that. A&B Combos says this Natty loss is that more disrespectful because Natty was the first one? Excuse me, try this again. And this is not you, A, or whoever wrote this. This Natty loss is that more disrespectful because Natty was the one of two women to wrestle there. Mad disrespectful. Yeah, they were.
I see Sami winning the Rumble next year.
And then he fights Cody at WrestleMania? Wouldn't that be appropriate? Yeah, you're right. She was one of the first women to wrestle in Saudi Arabia. So, of course, they disrespected her. Why not? What can you do, man? What can you do? How do I feel about LA Knight? LA Knight was there. Yeah, he got a big pop. Of course he did. He's one of the most over talent they got. Why are people surprised that he's over? Duh. Someone says, look up Eddie Kingston's graphic for the AEW video game. Okay. Let me see. Eddie Kingston graphic. Oh, I was about to say it looks like Eddie. That's not the wrong one. AEW game. I don't think I see it yet. Oh, okay. I found something resembling it. Oh God, that's that is something. I mean, it's I've seen worse. That's all I got to say. I got nothing else to add there. That is an interesting way to have Eddie Kingston in the game. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead Eddie here. Look, it's late, and I wanna get out. All right, I wanna get out. I wanna get my drinks. I wanna party. So I'm gonna go party, not partay, but party. Okay, cool. So thank you guys so much for being here. Over 200 people live. You love to see it. Same amount tomorrow for AEW Double or Nothing for my review. So I want to see y'all all here again tomorrow when we defend the Super Chat Championship. So bring it on. Bring it on! Can't wait for it. This is going to be so good. I'm excited to once again be up here, guys, to give you my thoughts and opinions on WWE in these wrestling shows. Again, I thought the show was good overall, but that's just my thoughts. Let me get your thoughts down below in the comments and do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And also, donate, man. Support the channel. PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Alyx's world. And it will always be a place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Take care of yourselves and check out A&B Convos when they do their live stream tomorrow. And then afterwards, come check me out. Sounds good? Awesome. See you guys later. I'm out of here.